Hi everybody, Jeanette Yee, C-section athletic therapist. And today I'm taking you through a 5-minute exercise routine for after your C-section if you are 1 year or more postpartum. Okay, we could still be getting symptoms like pain, discomfort, pulling in the surgical area, back pain, core weakness, and of course, that C-section shelf. So this routine may help with some or all of these things. Join me on your mat. We're going to be in half kneeling here. And we're going to start always, of course, with massage. Then we're going to choose a movement. The massage today is going to be a fascial mobilization technique. And that just makes sure that anything that is stuck down from a fascial perspective starts to move a little bit more. That allows your muscles to be connected better to your brain when you do your exercise immediately after. All right, so I'm going to be kneeling on my right hand. So my left hand is going to go right on my surgical area. And my right hand is going to go on top and it's going to reinforce. Make sure that your hands are clean, your skin is clean, there's no oils, right? Because we want that drag. Let's do this 5 times. Bend forwards, pin. And when you come up, you're going to exhale and pull your fascia in that direction. Okay, inhale, hinge. Exhale. Let's do it 5 total times. Move at your own pace as I instruct. What you want to feel is a burning sensation, either under your hand or distal to your hand, right? Further away. That is all completely very common, but this shouldn't be your new normal. Don't let this pull more than a 4 out of 10. It should just feel like your skin is pulling, right? 2 out of 10 pulling on your skin, like that would be a good baseline. All right, let's change sides now. We're going to modify this a little bit, or you can repeat the exact same thing. All right, this time, this is for folks who might feel like, oh yeah, definitely don't feel like a 4 out of 10 here on this fascial mobilization technique. So you can actually raise the same side arm as you exhale. Okay, so as you go through these 5 repetitions, you're going to exhale. If you're kneeling on your left knee, you're going to exhale and reach with your left arm. And if you want to get even more advanced or fancier, you are going to reach in the direction where you feel more pulling under your hand or further down. Okay, so I'm actually leaning backwards and a little bit to the side, as you can see. Okay, and that'll hit my 4 out of 10 on that pulling intensity. All right. Okay, so after that fascial mobilization, I'm going to go grab my weights. I want you to grab some heavy weights. A lot of us don't lift very heavy after surgery because we don't really know what we should be doing and what we could be doing. But consider this, your toddler is definitely more than 0 pounds. So what I've chosen is 30 total pounds with 2 different 15-pound dumbbells. Okay, so we're going to do a farmer's walk. Grab a hold of the weight that you wish to do. And what you're going to do is stand with your ABCs in mind. A being your alignment, B being your breathing, right? Your breathing is going to go into your lower ribs, not your tummy. And C is your core control. So zipping up your transverse abdominis, which should automatically turn on your pelvic floor. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to walk. I'm just going to walk back and forth. You can walk back and forth on your yoga mat. And what you should be feeling is a lot of work between your shoulder blades. Okay. You may also feel work in your core because you got to brace, right? Your core is designed to brace. It's also designed to bend. And we want to make sure that after core surgery or abdominal surgery, like your C-section, your cesarean birth, you're going to retrain your abdominals to do exactly what it's designed to do. I'm just walking back and forth on my yoga mat here, but please feel free to walk on a straight line all the way through your house. You may even want to walk backwards. The purpose here is to walk with a heavy load, with your core set, and not giving up. Okay, let those weights down after a minute. Give yourself about a 30-second rest before we do set number 2 and set number 3. Okay, quickly as we take this break, what I want you to know is that this is fantastic for your diastasis rehabilitation, okay, or diastasis recovery. You're recovering from your diastasis that was actually cut through during your C-section surgery. Did you know it was cut through during your C-section? So that's why it's important to load. Here we go. Let's do another minute. Now, as we do this set, yes, you're still thinking about your ABCs. Again, that's your alignment, your breathing, and your core control. But also what you want to think about is where the work should not be. Okay, so here's where the work should not be. Here's where you should not feel it. You shouldn't feel it in your shoulders. So if you're feeling it like up here in your upper traps, that's not in the right place. To correct that, maybe you need to get your shoulders back slightly, okay, and maybe even intentionally down slightly. But play around with it so that you don't feel any load in your upper traps. Where should you also not feel it? Shouldn't feel it in your lower back. If you feel it in your lower back, maybe your back's a little too arched. Maybe you're a little slouched. Can you stay super tall as if there's a marionette string pulling you up tall, 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 like if my bun was being pulled to the ceiling, right? And then draw in your navel, reinforcing that posture. Okay, does that take away your lower back pain? All right, that's about a minute. Let's take a quick break there before we go on to our third set. When you put that weight down, do you not feel how, ooh, yes, you're lighter because the weights are on the floor, but do you not feel lighter here? Like, do you feel like maybe you're standing a little straighter without as much effort? Do you feel maybe you didn't even know you had heaviness in this area and now it's gone? Okay. One more set, 1 minute. Play around with these weights, by the way. You may decide that, hey, by the third set, yeah, my grip strength is tired, but in some ways it's easier to do now, right? And if that's the case, it's probably because your core has woken up. Your posture is a little bit more aware of where it should be. Now, by the way, I've been talking to you and turning my head. Please keep your head completely neutral. You're looking forwards, okay? Your chin is not protruded. Pretend your head is back against the wall behind you if you're standing against the wall. All right. Going back to what I was saying, if this suddenly feels easier to do, not necessarily lighter, but easier for your core and for your alignment, consider lifting a little bit heavier. Remember, your toddler, they're not 0 pounds anymore, and it's probably a good idea to start lifting the same weights as your toddler weighs.